Hey y'all, listen up. Welcome back to the JDW Sports Talk Show where every fan is welcome. Today we're talking about Darius Leonard. He is still not ready. What is going on with his back? It's so intriguing. You know, last year around this time, it was more so late June, Darius Leonard had a back surgery done. And at the time, the Colts deemed it as a minor back surgery. Now, if you understand backs, if you understand the body at all, you know that any type of back injury, back surgery, really, even if it's a neck, anything to do with the spinal cord, it's serious, it's major. And the Colts downplayed it. And we're here to talk about, will Darius Leonard finally be ready for week 1? Will he be able to play over a year later? So he's still not really practicing at OTAs either. So you really ask yourself, how badly did the Colts misinterpret this situation? So you go back to when he first got the surgery, minor surgery, he'll be back mid-training camp. I said, no way, absolutely not. When you have a back surgery, it was some kind of bulging disc. It was a back vertebral disc bulge. Yeah, that sounds pretty damn serious, and they're saying that this is going to also help him with his ankle. And Darius Leonard, in a media availability around mid-April, he goes, yeah, I could not feel my left leg. It was either his left or right leg. He could not feel it, got the surgery, and I guess the recovery was rocky because we saw him, on the practice report, did not practice all week for multiple weeks. Then I think it was a Denver game. He played a little bit, didn't play much. Maybe it was a week after that, but nonetheless, he was shut down again and had another back surgery mid-November. 2 back surgeries within a year on the same thing. Don't you think that's a little, worrisome? I mean, am I not the only one that thought 2 back surgeries within 1 year, that close to each other? He tried to play, it didn't work out. Doesn't that, set off alarm bells a little bit damn, this is something that's a little more serious than we actually thought? No, look, I'm not discrediting it. I'm not discrediting some of the best doctors in the world. They worked their tails off, they've studied, and all that. But, I feel like, it doesn't matter what kind of surgery it is on the back, the neck, anything to do with the spinal cord. I feel like anything of that is major. And saying he'd be back, what? They did the surgery mid to late June. They said he'd be back mid-training camp, which was beginning of August, mid-August? Yeah, it just doesn't click. It doesn't make sense. And he was practicing for, very light, little bit. Then he didn't practice for weeks. We thought he was making progress. Obviously not. Didn't practice for weeks, came back, played, and eventually he had this back surgery again. So, his latest, I believe, was April, the mid-April media availability. He talked about, he's feeling more confident. He has more power. He's more explosive. That he's just kind of regaining what he had before, all this back nonsense. I'm not saying nonsense in a bad way, in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying, all the bad stuff with his back. And for a while there, I thought, damn, 2 back surgeries, within a year. Should he consider retirement? Because the back is serious. And you got to think about it. Football, by the time you're 30, you're considered old in the football world, in the NFL world. So it's do you keep on playing and risking, you maybe not being able to walk? Maybe, because he has a kid. He wants to have a future. He wants to be able to do things with his kid, his wife, and all that stuff, right? But it seems like he's recovering fine from what he's saying. From the doctors are saying he's doing well now and doing much better. And, of course, they asked the question, did retire, one of the reporters asked, did retirement even and he stopped him right there. No, retirement did not cross my mind. That was Darius Leonard's words. He made it very clear that he was not intending on retiring. And that's fine. It's his decision. He's a grown man. He's making millions of dollars. What am I to say? Who am I? But I just hope he has a great life. In terms of this injury not impacting him or having a more serious injury, but that's really none of my business of what he wants to do. He's going to do what he wants to do and what he loves to do. But yeah, kind of like a quick little update. Just kind of want to talk about the timeline of this injury and will he be back. So he's still not practicing as of OTAs. Although his media availability came out middle of April, as I've already mentioned multiple times, that he feels better and he's feeling better. He's making big progress. Even our defensive coordinator, Gus Bradley, has even stated that he's making progress. He's in the right state mentally, and he's really making good strides to being on the field maybe early on in this year. Will it be week 1? I don't know. But right now, he's still not ready. I don't think he was cleared. We would have known if he was, but I hope him the best. I hope he really gets that back strong. He comes back and he plays good ball. So thank you guys for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show. Where fans welcome. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. This is JDW Sports Talk Show. Catch you later.